Hey everyone, it's missanimanga here. Welcome back to my channel where I share anime and manga related content. Welcome to the new month of October, and October for quite a lot of people means spooky season. They are getting prepared for Halloween. The first part is going to be kind of like entry level spooky scary anime because not everybody really wants to dive deep into the gore and all the dark themed stuff. It's good spooky, a bit scary, a little bit gory. I guess I could call this the entry level of spooky. According to me, because I personally don't really like a lot of horror, and but I have come across quite a few dark themed anime, dark themed manga, and one of the most highly read dark themed manga is called Berserk, and I've had to explore and see what that's about. Now I want to give a little disclaimer. Like I said, some of these are going to be they do have dark themes and a little bit of blood and gore. I would say they're slightly for mature audiences. Number one would be Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue is actually a movie, and I came across it a few years back. I've watched it. It was actually quite trippy. I really enjoyed the story because it's like you're unraveling a mystery and trying to understand what is going on in this actress's life, what's real and what's not real anymore. But the ending was just really shocking to me because I never expected that ending. But yeah, so I would say Perfect Blue, like a solving mystery type of scary. Number two would be Goblin Slayer. I know of quite a few people who've watched this. The first episode is quite controversial and it's a little bit, I don't know if it gets better or worse, but I mean, you are looking at the spooky and dark themed stuff. So the first episode alone will kind of give you a little hint of what it is that you're walking into. But yeah, I remember quite a few years back when it first came out, quite a few people were kind of really upset. But if you are reading or you are into dark themed stuff, that's something that you would expect. Three is Death Note. I'm not sure whether I should really put it in the lightly section or not, like in terms of gore and blood. I think I put it here because it's in terms of blood and gore compared to everything else. It's it's good. It's good. If you really enjoy a good mystery and if you enjoy a good psychological anime, this is also another really good one. Quite sure you must have come across Death Note. They've even made, a live adaptation of it. Everybody knows what Death Note is. I think I should have probably put like a gore meter, like a meter of how bad it is, like from 1 to 5. Next one would be Ergo Proxy. Do you know what? I really enjoyed watching Ergo Proxy. I think I've watched it so many times, and every single time I always forget how it ends. And every single time I watch it, I forget that I've watched this. It's like I've watched it before. There's just something so enticing about it. Like, I really enjoy watching it. The storyline is really good. It's also like another thriller, and yeah, you're not gonna see quite a lot of blood and gore. Next one will be Ghost in a Shell. Again, another one where you just thriller, mystery, and quite a little bit of action. Ergo Proxy and Ghost in a Shell, they're really good. I think like they've got this kind of I think the aesthetic of it is just really what draws me and quite a lot of other people to it. Still mystery solving, psychological, technological stuff going on. This one is Claymore. You know what, I'm actually really looking forward to, I hope one day they do another season, like a continuation of the first season. It doesn't currently have a season 2, but the manga is available, and I have not had the opportunity to read the manga, but honestly I think I might do because the storyline is amazing. Great female characters, all action, swords, monsters, like it's amazing. It's like really good. Quite disappointed that there isn't a season 2, but regardless, I think you guys should check it out. Full Metal Alchemist, The Brotherhood. It's a little bit, I mean, some people who've watched it, you probably wouldn't put it in a thriller section, like in a horror section, but I think some of the themes that do occur in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, they are quite dark. I'm sure you know that scene that I'm talking about. There's quite a few scenes. Actually, the whole story is quite dark, actually, if you really think about it. Bad stuff. It's just the theme around it is quite much, you know, intended for mature adults, really. The next one would be Donaro. Again, fighting monsters. Main character is trying to find his body parts that have been eaten by monsters. And yeah, it's actually a really good story. I actually really enjoyed watching the series. Yeah, it's good. It's like a good entry. It's a good entry to scary, spooky stuff. I mean, take it from me, I don't really like a lot of gory stuff. Sometimes it takes me quite a lot to get into it. And last but not least would be the Promise Neverland. So the Promise Neverland, it's not like blood and gore. It's very dark. I don't know what to say without giving away quite a lot of the spoilers, but basically, oh yeah, just watch the Promise Neverland. It's really, really good. The first season, the second season, Promise Neverland, watch it, read the manga. Please just read the manga. That's all I can say. Read the manga. The manga's miles better than the anime adaptation after the first season. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about my list so far. So this, I personally think, is like an entry, you know, to horror for people who don't really like horror and they don't really like a lot of blood and gore, but they don't mind the dark themes. So this is why I recommend this series, a few movies that I mentioned in there. Yeah, so look forward for part 2, which is gonna be, you know, the next level up of the dark and gore for all those people who love gore and blood. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.